Day trading is fucking hard. And not in the way people say it on Twitter with their stupid fucking P&L screenshots and motivational wankery. I mean hard, like it will kick your ass, ruin your ego, drain your confidence and make you question if you're actually built for anything at all. You think you've done hard things, yeah? Maybe you've been broke. Maybe you've worked shit jobs. Maybe you've survived some pain. But trading? Trading's different. It doesn't just take your money, it fucks with your identity. You start to think every red candle is a personal insult, like the market knows your stop and is fucking laughing at you behind your screen. And worst part, sometimes it feels like it does. I used to sit there, 8:45 a.m, caffeine jitters, charts loaded up like I was going to war. And by 10:15, I'd already been emotionally steamrolled. One missed entry, one FOMO chase, one move that reversed just enough to slap me out before running exactly where I wanted it to go. Happened last week. Don't think just because I've been at this a decade I'm immune. That's the joke. You get better, yeah? But the pain just gets more expensive. And you lot walking in here thinking you'll master this shit in 6 months with a Discord signal and a fucking webinar. Get fucked.
You know, I don't know what it takes. I'm new in the fuck you business.
I blew my first funded account in 6 days. Not even joking. Had the fucking welcome email still pinned in my inbox when I hit max loss. But sure, I had a plan. Had my zones marked, had my risk per trade calculated, had a little affirmation on a post-it that said, trust the process. Fucking hell. You know what I actually had? I had anxiety. I had expectations. I had that twitch in my thumb that hit market buy before my brain finished the sentence, and that was year 3, not month 1, year 3. I was already deep into the cycle by then. You know the one, where you think the next system, the next pair, the next time of day is going to solve it all. Like it's a Rubik's Cube and not just you being a weak-ass emotional tick bomb. I used to journal after every trade thinking I was being disciplined, but the truth is, I was just documenting a crime scene. Every entry was another way I'd betrayed my own rules. Every loss was avoidable, every drawdown was handcrafted by yours truly, with love and just a sprinkle of dumb cunt energy. You ever get to the end of the day, red as fuck, and still try to justify it to yourself? It was CPI, the market was weird, the volume was low. Nah, it was you. I had this one trade. What was it? Cable, yeah. GBP USD. London session. It was clean. Like stupid clean. Everything lined up. Confluence, time, volume, momentum. And I still fucked it. You know why? Because I was already thinking about the outcome before I even got in. It's like, you know when your brain jumps ahead 5 steps and starts daydreaming the win? Yeah, that. I was up $600 before I even pressed the button, in my fucking mind. And then the second the position was live, I started spiralling, hesitated to size in, moved my stop 3 times, almost closed early when it pulled back 5 pips like I'd never seen a candle breathe before. God. I was so deep in my own head, I forgot to actually trade. And by the time price finally hit the real target, I'd already cut half, scaled out like a coward, and was sat there with fuck all to show for it. Oh, but hey, I journaled it. Wrote a lovely little post-trade reflection about how I'd learned something. Yeah. Learned how to waste a perfect setup by acting like a fidgety little ball of trauma. It took me years to stop doing that shit. To stop expecting the market to feel smooth and safe. It doesn't. It's pressure. And if you can't sit in pressure without turning into a twitchy fucking toddler, you're going to bleed forever. Okay, so there was this phase, right? This fucking limbo zone I got stuck in. I wasn't a beginner anymore, but I sure as shit wasn't consistent either. I had enough knowledge to sound dangerous and act confident, but not enough to survive my own decisions. It's like when you think you're evolving, but really you're just changing clothes. New strategy, new indicators, fucking new colour scheme on TradingView. Maybe this time, Maybe this will click. No, it won't. It's just denial in a sexy new layout. I tried everything. I mean everything. Pivot levels, volume zones, RSI divergences. Fuck me, I even spent 2 weeks trying to scalp based on the moon phase. Not because I believed it worked, but because I was that desperate to feel in control. You ever hop between 5 strategies in 1 month and convince yourself that it's adapting? Yeah, that was me. No, worse. I knew I was full of shit, but I kept pretending I was just fine-tuning. No, bitch. You're chasing ghosts. You're looking for certainty in a business built on chaos. You think if you find the right confluence stack or wait for the perfect engulfing candle, it will finally stop hurting. Spoiler, it won't. It gets funnier though. I used to argue with people in forums, full-on debates about why my method was superior. Meanwhile, I was losing like a clown and drinking instant coffee like it was holy water. That wasn't growth. It was, I don't know, prolonged self-delusion in a hoodie.
All right, get it together, old boy.
Right. So let's get this straight. You're here watching this because you're losing, yeah? Let's just call it what it is. Your account's a fucking seesaw. Up $200, down $350. Up 80, down $600. You've got more inconsistency than a drunk ex trying to get their shit together. But no, sure. Tell yourself it's the spreads. Tell yourself it's weird price action or low volume. Tell yourself whatever helps you sleep at night, you emotional wank sock. You don't trade, you react. Your entire process is just wait for something to feel good, jump in like a horny dog chasing its tail, panic the second it wicks against you, and start fantasizing about revenge before you've even closed the trade. I've seen your kind. 10,000 screenshots, 10 hours of YouTube a week, all that analysis, no fucking conviction. You think because you've memorized 5 candle patterns and marked the same zone for 6 days that you're ready? Mate, you couldn't hold a bias if I stapled it to your forehead. I once watched this bloke cry, literally cry, because he missed an entry by 1 pip. I asked him why he didn't just re-enter. He said, "The market betrayed me." The market betrayed him. Fucking hell. Look, trading doesn't owe you respect. It doesn't care how much time you spent prepping. It doesn't care if you felt confident. It doesn't care if you stayed up all night perfecting your fib retracement colours. You either perform or you bleed. And right now, you're fucking hemorrhaging. So here's the part you're probably hoping comes with some comfort, yeah? Some uplifting, you got this bullshit to wrap it all up nice. Nah. You're not getting that from me. You've had enough coddling. That's half the fucking problem. You want this? You want to be a trader? Then act like it. Stop treating this like some emotional hobby where you get points for trying. This isn't therapy, it's war. It's survival with a mouse and a margin call waiting to slap the taste out of your mouth. I've bled accounts. I've stared at empty charts wondering if I'm just mentally broken. I've gone 3 months red and still showed up. Still marked my levels, still executed when everything in me said don't. Because that's what this takes. Not motivation, not luck. Discipline when no one's watching. Execution when it feels fucking awful. Restraint when you're dying to click. And no, it doesn't get easy. You just stop being such a soft cunt about it. You get sharper. You cut the noise. You become something else. Someone else. Not a clown with indicators and a dream. A fucking weapon. But that's up to you. Me? I've said my bit. I've spilled the blood, taken the trades, eaten the drawdowns. You want this life? Then close this video, open your chart, and shut the fuck up. See you next time. And if not, fuck off. You weren't built for it anyway.